to Degraman, or however you pronounce it. I looked it up, so you get Vincent, I would say Victor, Vincent's Castle and Loner Route. But for the regular free-to-play, you only get Vincent, if whatever his name is. Your girl has short-term memory, but he is the free one. The DLC is the Loner Route, and Castle's Route. That's a little depressing that the Loner Route is a possible thing you can get, and because I have the DLC implemented, I don't know if it's automatically gonna start happening or whatnot. So anyway, that wasn't the only thing that bothered me. There's something else. I kind of don't remember what happened last. That day I first met the Kwanzis, I was attacked by the Altids. And yes, there is no happy ending. This is a dark visual novel story type of thing. At the university, what if what happened at that apartment also happened there? The thought makes me feel heartsick and uneasy. Once again, the internet is absolutely useless. As useless as the hours I've spent trying to remember what I've forgotten. Unfortunately, my brain is unable to handle these incomprehensible details. I finally come to the conclusion that if I really want to know what happened at the university, I need to go there myself. But I am once again faced with the dilemma. I can't go alone. And of all the Kwanzis, I've only really had contact with Basti, Ayn, and Ryu. Having either Basti or Ayn join me is definitely out of the question, but my previous encounter with Ryu was pretty much a nightmare. I'm kind of afraid of him now. If I want to find out what happened, I might have to go straight to Basti. At this point, it seems I have no other choice. Feeling so nervous that I'm actually shaking a little, I head into the party room and sit down next to Basti. What happened at my university? What do you mean? Basti, that's enough. You know what I mean. What happened with the Altid attack? It happened. Is that not enough for you? Basti, the people, when the Altids attacked my university, what happened to them? Were they erased? Please, it scares me that you won't tell me. I need to know. Please. Was this guy always here? Sorry, I was super distracted. I know it was like a very intense moment here, but this little blob thing over here caught my attention. Sebastian's calm eyes weigh on me even more than his silence. Are they dead? Is that why you won't answer me? You're afraid that I'll be angry. Is that it? The dam breaks, and the hot tears that were welling in my eyes finally make their way down my cheeks. I'm sure they're not purposely letting people die. It's just they couldn't get to me in time. Just back off. Why am I even asking? I already know the answer. Sebastian's silence is proof in and of itself. It seems I'll never truly know the fate of those who have died simply because they were near me. Glancing forwardly into Basti's eyes, I return to my room. I mean, his silence speaks volumes, you know? I spent the next few days mired in grief, reflection, and guilt. Alone, I search for an answer. I need to know how I can move on, and I think I found my answer. But despite not liking it, the other options are even worse. So I'll sit here and do nothing, and that will be the end of it. Everything I've done up to this point has either been useless or destructive. Yo, did I already get the really bad ending? I feel like I'm wandering in the dark through a china shop. Every little move I make results in shattered dishes. No one will turn on the lights, so I had to find the switch myself and risk breaking everything in the process. I don't know why everyone is hiding things from me, although perhaps there's good reason for it. If that's the case, I'll just have to live with it. I'll sit here in utter darkness and ignorance, knowing that this is for the best. I don't know how to read Roman numerals, so I don't know if that's like an 8 maybe or 7. After realizing my utter uselessness, I fall into the deepest of despondencies. Absolutely dejected and having given up on my research, I roam the mute rooms, feeling as if the world were mocking me, mocking my miserable existence. With my ability to care completely spent, I call my mother, who doesn't seem the least bit upset over my lengthy absence. I feel like I should be surprised by it, but I'm not. Maybe there's an explanation for her behavior. Yes, it's very likely there is, but I don't care. The abyss I have fallen into grows deeper with each passing day, and yet can nothing pull me from its depths? Although perhaps not all is lost. What do you mean? That evening, I head into the party room to make dinner for both Basti and myself. I've been trying to keep an eye on him lately, especially considering how downcast and tired he seems. But I briefly panic as I step into the room. Another party? Really? Man, do you hear the music, bro? Look at these snakes.
Duck, duck, goes down the
I was not expecting to hear a voice in this song. This guy is not going okay. The music deafens me while the lights obscure my sight. Completely disoriented, I turn to leave, but someone grabs my hand. Don't leave, it's a celebration. Hi, Sebastian. I whirl around to see Basti standing right next to me. What are we celebrating? Castle's birthday. It's Castle's birthday? And the celebration of a new recruit into our ranks. A new recruit? Something has definitely changed. Feeling like it would be rude to leave, I relinquish myself into Basti's care. He navigates the writhing massive bodies with a surprising amount of energy as we journey deeper into the room, until we unexpectedly cross paths with Castle and his partner, hoping they don't forget, so I'll wish him happy birthday. His partner? Is he already taken in this world? Basti then leads me to a young man whose appearance is so remarkable that he actually stands out in this crowd. Feeling shy yet again, I attempt to acquaint myself with this new Kwanzaa. He's so young, is he fighting with him too at that age? He's a child? Yet here I am, he's absolutely useless. After the young man introduces himself as Rodian, Basti and I continue to move through the crowd. That is until Ragnar spots us and darts over. Oh, the cute little elephant! How cute! We haven't seen him in a while. Have you seen him without his jacket or whatever? Why so glum? Let's go play blackjack instead. Instead of sitting here and getting tossed around, I should probably decide what I want to do at this party. I don't know what else to do, so I just go with the flow. Pushed by Ragnar, Basti and I trudge through the crowd. Oh thank God, we're somewhere familiar. Once we're in the kitchen, it quickly fills with girls I've never... Okay, I can't get too, calm now, I guess, or comfortable. But girls I've never seen before, and a few guys who are absolutely not Kwanzis. Once we are all situated, Ragnar moves to the head of the table and pulls out a deck of cards. It is our birthday tradition is to play blackjack for wishes, and no one can end it. What do you mean no one can end it? The game begins, but I'm not having fun. I'm confused on where the story is taking me. Whose route am I in? Am I in the loner route already? Because the me in the demo was straight up Vincent route. Or Victor. Or whatever the guy's name is. I was in his route completely. This, I have nowhere. I'm assuming I'm in the lonely route. I can't recall the route it gave me in the very, very, very beginning. But I'm pretty sure I'm in the lonely route. And this is the most depressing shit ever. I can't believe of all choices I end up being alone. But that's because I didn't choose the other two, I believe. It's quite the opposite, actually. I'm upset. And my mood is not meshing with this atmosphere at all. I'm so out of it that I don't even notice when I end up winning. I'm told to make a wish. But what should I wish for? I want another power. I feel like I'm not even using my power. I want everything explained to me. I want to be useful. At this point, I want everything explained to me. This may be the exact opportunity I've been waiting for. I want to know everything. Silence. Actually, what I meant was I wish for that balloon over there. I point to a balloon and it's finally given to me. The rest of the evening, I stare glumly at the words written across it. Wish I could die. Oof! What the fuck? The motto of my life. I think I might just have killed myself. There was a lull after the party. I'm no longer sent out on missions and my questions as always go ignored. With nothing else to do, I continue with my experiments. My adventure, which had begun so dizzyingly, is now stuck in the quagmire of a tediously boring swamp. Like being stranded on a deserted island in the midst of an empty sea. Beyond the horizon lies undiscovered lands and treasure, yet only lazy waves make their way to my shore. Sometimes they carry the remnants of shipwrecks with them, which help me deduce what is really happening out there beyond the horizon. Except one day an entire ship washes ashore. The afternoon, when I head over to the party room to make dinner for Basti and myself, I find the house full, along with the ever-present slumber bug there's Ragnar, Ryu, and a strange girl I've never met before. Ryu is currently locked in a heated arm wrestling match with her, but she's dazzling and dressed so obscenely that I need to avert my gaze. She knows my name? Oh, my Chico, it's about time you got here. I'm Erica. Wow. She's gorgeous, like the girl said. My girl. She turns to face me with Ryu, strokes the pressure. Stokes the What am I reading? What did I just say out loud? Stokes the pressure by quipping. Eyes over here, show some respect to your opponent. Oh, whatever, we'll finish this now. Erika tinted so Ryu doesn't give up. Then I hear the crunch of bones. Guys, can't we do this without anyone getting hurt? I anxiously approach combatants? Whatever. But they don't seem to notice me as they glare at each other with intimidation. Barely able to restrain the two superhumans, the table they're leaning on begins to creak. I'm certain that if it were real, it would have been crushing to splinters long before I got here. It's a stalemate. Might as well get some tea while these two battle it out over who's more boring and tenacious. Thinking he's joking, I sit down next to the pair and begin watching. Ragnar shrugs, then heads into the kitchen, but he was right. I've been sitting here for 10 freaking minutes watching these two huffing and puffing. Yeah, tea sounds pretty good right about now. Sighing to stand up, but the moment I take a step, Erika screams. Oh, my love flees to join that soulless wretch. Wait! The girl lets go of Ryu's hand, and he, not expecting the sudden forefeet, slams his fist down hard. Unfortunately, the poor table can no longer endure the abuse and finally disintegrates in a puff of dust. At least the mattress beside it fares a little better, and thus the mistreatment of innocent furniture has now ended. Erika stretches and grins. You broke a couple of my fingers, you know. Didn't want you pulling ahead. Michiko, that hurt me. Don't you feel sorry for me? Hearing Erika address me directly, I flinch. Refuse? What? I don't know who you are. I'm Erika, right? Yes, Erika. The way the girl repeats her name and smiles at me, I want to hide. You're Quincy, aren't you? I know how you lot treat injuries, so there's no need to continue this song and dance. I'm not falling for it. Oh, you're definitely headstrong. Although, if you like playing these types of games, I won't object. I'm rather open-minded, you know. But not as open-minded as I am. Having sensed innuendo in the air, Ragnar walks in from the kitchen. I need to do something and fast. These Quanzis can really get carried away. I've seen enough of it by now. Erika seems useful, I should say, and extract some information. Erika's scary. Erika's useless. I'm out of here. I don't even know who the girl is. She's not scary. I'm not scared of her. She's not useless though, but I do want to just get the fuck out of here. Erika seems useful. I should stay and extract some information. I don't even know who she is. I panicked for a second because I thought it was a recording. But I wouldn't be down right and say she's useless, but she's not scary either. I hate all these choices actually. But she's here for a reason, so let's just play along and say she seems useful. Maybe I should just leave. The guys are starting to act a bit extravagantly. I can't help but notice that when all of them are together, they get a little nutty. But the temptation to extract information for Erika is too strong. Women's solidarity and all that, eh? Besides, Erika is the first Quanzi girl I've met, and here I was under the impression that I'm the only one. Whatever the case, I need to nudge our acquaintance into a more agreeable direction. Glancing over at Ragnar, who was leaning against the wall drinking tea, I quickly come to the realization that food is the only way to tranquilize this lot, and so I make a suggestion. Let's all head into the kitchen for tea and cookies. Not only are you kind but hospitable as well. Fantastic. Erika begins to approach, but I swiftly move to Ryu's side. Still, the determined Quanzi doesn't seem the least bit upset. We wake Basti, then the group of us head into the kitchen. I quickly toss on a pot of tea and arrange candy-sprinkled cookies in a salad bowl before sitting down at the table and staring up at Erika expectantly. As she returns my gaze, unsure of how to get this conversation started, I decide to ask her why she is here. Erika, honey. Why is my girl talking like that now? I wouldn't talk like that. What breeze brought you here? Are you a new Quanzi or something else? Oh no, I'm an old gal, and I'm here because Ein's dimwits can't handle a thing. Instead of being out there fixing problems, they've been sitting here staring at you. What kind of problems are so important that they need fixing right now? Now that's a secret. Erika seems to be implying that under no circumstance will she tell me anything I want to know, so I'll have to approach this from a different angle. If you're an old gal, then why haven't I seen you around before? If you must know, I was in another country, getting away from Ein. Erika chuckles, but it sounds a tad forced. Interesting. Very interesting. You dislike Ein's lectures that much. Don't you know it? Ein's monologues are endless and terrible, and that's not even the worst of his fanata. Ragnar slams his mug down on the table so loudly that he cuts Erika off mid-sentence. What did I say? You all know how much of a mad scientist that man is. Hearing this, Ragnar coughs frantically. Basti pops an eye open and I prick up my ears in excitement. Alright, we got some information that he's a scientist. Like, we couldn't have realized that anyway. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. I have no idea where this game is leading us, story-wise and everything. I don't know if it's because of the choices I've made, but I'm for sure in the lonely route. For sure. I have to be in the lonely route. I have not been near Castle or Victor Vincent in a while, so I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, I'm in the lonely route. So if you never knew what the lonely route was, here you go. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.